I am running this morning. I've had so much to do. Oh, I forgot I didn't have I had the headset plugged in and I didn't have it on my head. Live from Radio City. I was talking to you guys and I didn't have my headset on. I don't know if you could hear me. I decided to use the boys' headphones because that way. Good morning, Rose. Good morning, Tobiah. I decided to use the boys' headphones because that way, yeah, I look crazy, but that way you don't hear all of the noise in the background. I believe. I believe I can fly. What are you guys? Good morning, Adrienne. Good morning. Afternoon, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Can you go to the bathroom?
Can you go back and straight now?
No, he can play for a little bit. The boy is worn out. The boy, I have today's Think About It Thursday. What are we thinking about? I am still thinking about this vaccine. I've gotten more information. I've read a couple of things. I've actually had a conversation with my old dear friend, Niambi. We talked about it some more yesterday. And then I got word of the date that a friend of mine is scheduled to have her vaccine. She's worried about that, of course. I've read that there are some there have been some reactions to the vaccine in I'm gonna say maybe was it in the UK? I don't remember what country. I don't remember what country, but it was a different country. It wasn't here, of course, because we haven't been given it yet. So that's what. Oh, you can hear all the noise in the background. Okay, well then maybe you did hear me. No, don't turn that on.
I was gonna turn it down really low.
Okay. So that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about this responsibility with this new, with this pup, and how a lot of things are trial and error. I won't be getting it. I'm highly allergic to 100 things, and that was, it was the UK where I think 2 of the nurses had a reaction, right? So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of people who can't get it. But there's so much information out there. I want us to just keep on reading and keep following closely because I also received an article from Darlene, one of our tea timers, and my friend, an article that said that we have now had, I don't remember what the day was, but we exceeded the 9/11 deaths in one day. You know, I do believe 9/11 was the worst death toll on U.S. soil, right? Ever, right? Ever. I want to say ever. And now we've exceeded that death toll in one day. I want to pull up the article. It says the U.S. marks record daily COVID-19 deaths ahead of FDA vote on vaccine. This is an article that's in CNN. That's a CNN article. On this big day for vaccine development, daily deaths from COVID-19 just exceeded the deaths from 9/11. Good morning. You know, I'm looking at an article on my other screen, so I can't see who just said good morning. So put your name, please, in the comments so I can call you by name. They are telling people who have bad allergies to wait. Yeah. Now China is sending out bogus wanted reports for people in the U.S. What? Wanted reports? Wow. Just going through this article, it says a new composite forecast from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention projects a total of 332,000 to 362,000 COVID-19 deaths by January 2nd. That's basically under a year. If we start counting the COVID deaths from March, right? Wow. China is arresting people in the U.S. for what? That forecast combines modeling from 40 independent research groups. COVID-19 hospitalizations also reached a new record high of 106,688 on Wednesday. That's one day, guys. One day. One day of COVID hospitalizations. Yeah, I can't speak English. One day is how many? 106,688. On the one hand, I can say I don't want to take a vaccine. I don't want to take the vaccine when it's newly produced. On the other hand, I look at these numbers and I question, and I'm not looking for an answer right now, and I'm not suggesting that you have an answer, and I'm actually suggesting that you kind of wait to have your own answer, that you do the same thing, that you look a little more. And I'm not questioning how much you've already looked. That's not what I'm doing. And I'm not saying that anybody is making a wrong decision about whether they will or will not have it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, look at these numbers, guys. Look at these numbers. Make sure that you're following all of it, and make sure that you make a decision that you are surely 100% solidly comfortable with. I don't know yet what my answer is. I don't know yet whether I will freely, welcomingly, run out to get the vaccine. I don't know that yet. I have not decided. So I can't sit here and preach to you about what you should and should not do, because I haven't even decided for myself. The only thing I say you should do is do your research. The only thing I say you should not do is not do your research.
Mom,
right?
You love this.
Okay. They're not even keeping the COVID patients. They are sending them home. Wow. And the problem with this is, if we have this many hospitalizations for COVID, right? COVID-19, that gets in the way of people getting treatments for a multitude of other things. I mean, I think about the fact the other day that I was in urgent care, like how in another time, in another week or so, if the numbers get too high, would that urgent care even take me in? Would they have just sent me home and said, hey, go home, take care of yourself? You have people who may not die from COVID-19. They may die from other things, heart attacks, asthma, whatever else, diabetes, kidney failure, a multitude of other things that have nothing to do with COVID, but they can't get the care that they need because COVID is taking up the hospital space. COVID is wearing out the nurses and the doctors and the hospital staff. Because it's not just nurses and doctors at hospitals that keep hospitals going, right? We have the cleaning crew, we've got the MRI tech, the radiology tech, the radiologist, so that's a doctor. So still, we have the researchers, we have all the technicians, we have the people who sit at the front desk, I don't even know what they're called. I don't want to call them receptionists, but basically receptionists. We have everybody at the hospital that keeps the hospital going. Those people are being worn out. Why? Because we can't sit our tails at home and not go to, a bar and sit and eat, not go to a restaurant and have dinner at that restaurant. Go to the restaurant, pick up your damn food and go home. They are canceling all surgeries that can wait until next year. See, Karen, you have allergies. However, look into that further. Maybe you have allergies to things that have nothing to do with what's in the vaccine. So maybe having a vaccine wouldn't affect your allergies. So make sure that you don't just, and I'm not saying you did. Don't bite my head off. I'm not saying you did, but I'm saying look into it. Don't just blanketly say, well, I have allergies, so I can't do it. Well, I have this, so I can't. No, look into it. Look into it because it's your life that depends on it. No. People can stay at home, right? The numbers will rise after Christmas. So many people are going to get together. And that's the problem. Don't get together. Don't go to your friend's house because you just had to see your friend. Don't go hang out at the beach because you just had to go hang out at the beach. They are saying people that carry an EpiPen, Oh, they're saying people that carry an EpiPen shouldn't get it. I see. It's a lot to think about, and this is Think About It Thursday. Think about what you are doing, not just related to COVID, but all because of COVID, right? So I guess it's all kind of related to COVID. What are you doing right now? What are you doing to put your anxiety at ease? What are you doing to take care of yourself? What are you doing to make sure that you are not contributing to the demise of others? What are you doing? Think about it. Think about it. How are you handling this pandemic? Yeah, that's the thing. We have to all do our research, Karen. That's exactly right. People with normal allergies are cleared to get the vaccine. Yeah, I think that we have to, I agree with you. We have to all do our research and make sure that you are making a decision that you are comfortable with, knowing all of the risks, not just to you, but to you, your family, your friends, those who you spend time with, those who you like to be around, knowing the risk to everyone. You know, a lot of people don't want to be concerned about this whole taking a vaccine. Or good morning, Steve. A lot of people don't want to be concerned about the fact that we're wearing a mask because of how it protects not really us, but it protects everyone around us. I mean, for Christ's sake, people, can't you do something for your brother, man, for your sister girl? Do something for somebody else once in your life. Some people believe that the death numbers are inflated, as in person dies from a heart attack that has no COVID contact, but the death is attributed to the virus. Some people believe that, but you know, that has been disputed from the very beginning, that people who die of a heart attack who have COVID, and people are saying, or who have had contact with COVID, and who are diagnosed to have had COVID, right? They're saying that death was a heart attack, that death wasn't COVID. But the thing about it is, COVID can cause you to die from things that you would not necessarily have died from before, right? So yeah, a heart attack can kill you, but you also could survive a heart attack. But if you get so sick that COVID messes your system up and now you die, you have a heart attack, you die from the heart attack. No, you die because COVID caused you to have a heart attack. So the argument that a lot of people are making is that when you die of a heart attack, when you die of diabetes, when you die of asthma attack, when you die of respiratory stuff, it's not COVID. But the fact is, it is COVID, because COVID caused you to have those issues. Caused the heart attack, caused the respiratory distress, caused the insulin spike, or whatever it is, right? COVID caused that. Therefore, you died from COVID. You died from complications of COVID. It's just like AIDS. You don't die from AIDS, you die from complications of AIDS. Like you die from pneumonia because your immune system is compromised. So AIDS is what killed you, because AIDS compromised your immune system such that something that some people could survive, you can't survive because you don't have the immune system to fight it. I stay home when I can. I wear my mask, and if I'm in a place and too many people aren't wearing one, I leave. Yeah, that's what you have to do, Karen. That's what you have to do. That's not true. My uncle works in the hospital. I think you're saying the numbers part, not true, Rose. I don't trust the government to tell us the truth. Numbers are inflated. I'm getting it from people who are in the medical field. You know, guys, but all I want to say, Tobias, is you have to believe what you believe. And I want to say that even people in the medical field have conspiracy theories too. You know, everybody, some people who work at the hospital are going to say one thing. Other people who work in the medical field are going to say something else. But a lot of people who are working in medical fields are saying that, yes, the issue is not that COVID, that the deaths are attributed to COVID, because COVID is what caused the complications that led to the thing that killed the person. So it's COVID. Regardless, because I don't want to debate it, because I don't have all of the details, information, statistics, facts. I don't have that. All I'm saying is you have to just think about it. It's Think About It Thursday. Process it the way that you need to process it, and make the decisions that are safe and comfortable for you and your family and those around you. But make sure that you're really looking at all of the data. Not trusting your cousin's uncle, your uncle's brother, your sister's cousin's uncle's brother, sister's child who works at the hospital. And what she said was, look at all of the research that's out there. And don't just look at what's going on in the United States. You don't trust this government, that's fine. I understand. We got years and years and years of oppression that would make us say, yeah, I don't believe what you say. I understand that. But this is not a US problem. This is a world problem. I have friends and family who are epidemiologists. I have friends and family who study pandemics, who study epidemics across the globe on a regular basis. And I'm trusting those who work with the World Health Organization. I'm trusting those who, hey, I'm sorry, guys. Hey, Tia, do you see your dog?
Yes.
Can you stop him? I'm sorry for screaming in your ear. I'm sorry. I got to stop Nugget because he's humping the other dog, y'all. I got to stop him. CNN News just reported 17 states want to overturn the Biden election. You know what? And Trump is instigating all of that mess. So if in a hospital 100 died from COVID-19 instead of 200, we should not take precautions? I don't know who asked that question, but I think that's a good question. Right, because the number's up there. Who asked that question? Where are you guys coming to me from? Because I only see Karen and Steve, but why are the comments coming through so far? Is that you that said that, Steve? That seems like a Steve question. I agree. I mean, the thing about it is, even if the numbers are slightly inflated, the numbers still exist. The pandemic still exists. The problem still is there. We need to take all of the precautions. It's better. What happened to the phrase better safe than sorry? What happened to that phrase? Because that's how I'm living right now. Better safe than sorry. And this isn't about whether to take the vaccine. Having a squirrel moment. If I disappear, I'm calling the cops on the couple downstairs. Tired of the argument. I have headphones on and they're drowning you out. Wow. Yeah, they need to get it together. But you know what, Karen? Maybe they've been isolated. They're having COVID arguments. You know, COVID-19, this pandemic will make your relationship or break your relationship. That's you, Elaine. Yeah, I agree. That's an Elaine or Steve thing to say. Yeah, it's not off the wall enough for it to be Steve. So I can see it as an Elaine thing, but I don't see your name on there. And our country is doing a terrible job of fighting the virus, and we have no leadership. Right. A large number of people are dropping off the earth. Right. Yeah, that's all that matters. It's a whole bunch of people dying, and what can we do to protect us and those around us? And by doing everything we can to protect us and those around us, we are protecting more than just us and those immediately around us. We're protecting those immediately around those that are around us, and so on and so forth and so on and so forth. And eventually, me minding my COVID manners here in Maryland is protecting y'all in California, because eventually someone that I'm in contact with will be in contact with someone that you're in contact with. So you mind your COVID manners out in California, and you're helping me right here in Maryland. Imagine that. You're just not helping your household. You're helping your house. You're helping your household. You're helping your neighborhood, your block, your neighborhood, your city, your state, those states around, and then those states around those states, and those states around those states that are around those states. And all of a sudden, eventually, you reach all the way over here. Imagine that. My brothers-in-laws now have COVID. Wow. More than one. I won't say both. More than one. My sister said yesterday that somebody related to her, I was paying attention, but I don't remember the relationship. Somebody related to her husband had COVID. And that person said, tell everybody you know, don't wait until you can't breathe. Go to the hospital. When you don't feel good, go to the hospital. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until it's too late. That's why back in March or April, I told all of you guys to get a pulse oximeter. Check your pulse rate. Make sure your pulse rate is right. If it's not,
Mom, where is
Go.
our pulse
it
oximeter?
checks your pulse, your oxygen saturation level.
Mom,
My 86-year-old great aunt and my 2 cousins now have COVID. I'm doing my part to stay safe, but unfortunately, a lot of people don't care about wearing a mask or staying home. My cousin's best friend has COVID. I think that's the thing, guys. We got to think about this. Why are we so selfish? I mean, it's a lot to think about today. It's a lot to think about. Why are we so selfish? And by we, I mean all of them, not us. Why are we so hell bent on our individual freedoms that we don't care how our individual freedoms and enforcing our individual freedoms hurts everyone else? Hurts everyone else. My mother and father-in-law got okay. Sorry, Adrian. Your mother-in-law and father-in-law, or your mother and also your father-in-law? I know, right? Commas and punctuation, and it's all important. That's unfortunate. How are they doing, Adrian? Are they doing okay? So everybody, we're going to keep Adrian's mother and father-in-law, or mother-in-law and father-in-law. I'm not sure, but we're going to keep them.
Mom.
I'm assuming it's mother-in-law and father-in-law because I'm going to assume they would live in the same house. And okay, just a minute. Okay. So he's telling me give him his headphones. Fine, you can have your headphones. He needs his headphones for class.
I mean, you
Can you
keep him
turn
if
that
I
off,
can
please?
have- You can keep him if I can have one of those ice cream.
No, can you turn that off, please? Right, Rose, the circle is closing in. I want us to keep Rose's family and friends, everybody who she mentioned.
Put it down
Oh,
like
Lord.
that.
Here we go. I want us to all keep no, go away, go to class.
Well,
I
you
want-
could have messed up my.
I want us to all, I gotta finish my sentence, damn it.
Keep
Keep Rose's people and Adrian's people in our thoughts and prayers. That's what I want to say. I'm trying to get that thought out. Just both in-laws. Okay. They're okay, very sick, but can breathe fine, and they'll be okay. Okay, good. Okay, good. Your sister's in the hospital and could use prayers. Okay. And my sister is in the hospital and needs everybody's prayers. So prayers up. Thank you, Tobiah. Prayers up. Throw them up, throw them up, throw them up. Listen, I know COVID is serious, but my sister been sick for a minute, so I need y'all to throw a couple of extra prayers up because I'm tired of her going to the hospital. And I don't mean it like selfish tired. I mean like I'm tired of her needing to go to the hospital. And I mean that in a very loving way. Like, this is enough. Enough. Right?
Mom, nothing says I love you more than please stop having to go to the hospital.
I had a customer thank me for keeping her safe. She watched me put my mask on and sanitize my hands before. See, that's what I'm talking about, Karen. I hope she gave you an extra tip, because I certainly be giving the Instacart folks an extra tip. I certainly do. I appreciate them going to the store instead of me going to the store, although sometimes they can't get my order right.
Yeah, they never get the order right.
Anyway, guys, I want us to all remember our COVID manners and help to remind people of their COVID manners.
Yeah,
Help to remind
people.
everybody else that they should be wearing their mask and washing their hands. And why don't we all be a Karen? Not Karen, you Karen, but the other Karen.
Mom, why would
I know they
anybody
took your
wanna be
beautiful
a
name, Karen, and messed it all up. Okay.
Mom, why would anybody want to be
Why
a
don't we
Karen?
all be a Karen and just start policing folks that don't have their masks on? Just be like, excuse me, you're not wearing your mask right.
Mom, Karens are the ones who
Get
don't
class.
wear their mask right.
I know. Oh no, I don't mean the Karen that being the one that doesn't wear their mask right. I mean the Karen being the one that tells on everybody, that minds everybody else's business. That Karen, the one that
Yes.
minds everybody else's business and tells everybody what they're doing is not right. So that's what we all need to do. We need to all start calling people out on not doing what they're supposed to do.
Yes,
I've
but
seen
those are
drive-through
people who actually get
employees
arrested.
light up when they see we're wearing masks. Right.
Mom,
ATM, get to class.
I haven't been accepted out of class yet.
Anyway,
I'm still in the waiting room.
I think we're all doing our part. And I appreciate everybody at this table that participates in these. Yeah, you hate your name.
Who wouldn't?
I appreciate everybody at this table who engages in these conversations. And this is a no judgment zone, always and forever. I'm about to judge y'all. We can have crazy Bible toting Rose talking about, and the Bible said, and we can have crazy Black Panther Tobiah talking about now because the oppression, and we can have Steve talking about everything Steve talks about. And we can have white Adrian talking about, no, guys, but really it's not that bad. Y'all know I'm totally exaggerating and making fun for a purpose. We can have Elaine at the table talking about, don't tell my business. We can have everybody at the table playing the part that they play. That's what makes this table, so beautiful to me. Because everybody here at this table's voice is heard, even though it's my voice reading it, but you know that it's your words, you know. And I appreciate that we are able to do that at this table and to walk away from this table fully supporting each other. You know, I love Adrian. You know, I love you, Tobiah. You know, I love you, Rose and Karen and Steve, even though, Steve, you can get a little raunchy sometimes. But, you know, I still love you, Steve. My mama, you know I love you. You get on my last nerves 99.99% of the time. But, you know, I still love you, right? That's what this table is about. I share my crazy so that I can't be crazy. And you share your crazy so that you're not crazy, right? We come here and we just let it all out. And I love you guys for that, for helping me to make this space that kind of space where we can all give our opinions and we can all walk away with our own decisions. Adrian's like, I'm first in line. I know y'all got oppressed. I know Black folks got poisoned, but I'm going to go ahead and get in line. But at the same time, Adrian's like, but I understand your concern. I understand that this is what I've heard. This is the information I have. I understand what you're saying. I'm getting in line. And Rose is like, no, I didn't say I love you, Mama. I don't know what you heard. And you know, everybody at this table is a part of this family, y'all. We done created a family. Thank you so much for that. And I just love it. So I want you guys to think about it today. Think about it. And I do point out that you white, Adrian, because we all know you white. But the beauty of that is that you are still my white child that I never could have, right? And you are still this family. And I want everybody to make sure that we got Muslims, we got Seventh-day Adventists, we got Christians, I don't know if we got non-Christians, but we got folks that go to church, folks that don't go to church, always talking about they're going to pray for you. Who the hell you praying to? Anyway, so we got churchgoers, non-churchgoers, we got spiritual, non-spiritual, we got, hell, we might have LGBTQ, I don't know, because don't ask, don't tell, it ain't my business. You do you, I'm going to do me, right? We got some of everybody at this table, all educated in their own way, not necessarily all having degrees, but all educated and coming to this table voicing. Yeah, you can't hide it, Adrian. Like I can't hide it. It's just out there for everybody to see. And not ashamed. Anyway, guys, thank you. It's a Think About It Thursday. Tea time makes my day when feeling on the edge and trapped. Yeah, Karen, you know what? As much as you say that, you guys don't know how much this has given me life and has helped me claim my space and not feel guilty about my space, not feel guilty about claiming it. There used to be a time that I would claim my space and then feel bad because I told people, get out of my space. Now I don't feel bad about it. I'm like, that's not my obligation. This is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. And you handle however you're going to handle it, right? I feel a weight lifted. And I don't need extra stress. You know, I stress in my stomach, y'all, and my stomach can't take any more stress. So I don't need the extra stress. So the fact that I've been able to come to this table and the same way that you have gotten life from this table, Karen. You guys have given me life at this table. You reconnecting with you, my god sister from childhood, reconnecting with you, everybody. Being able to be a part of, have Adrian at the table. Adrian was Chelsea's best friend when they were younger. Being able to have her in the fold and being able to touch her life. I love it. Right, Adrian. Chelsea's hair is fire, Tabaya. Oh my God, Tabaya, whoever you recommended for her to do her hair, do Chelsea's hair, she hooked my baby up. She did such a beautiful job. I love it. You are setting standards. You are setting standards like, boundaries. Yep. But coming to this table, forcing me to find things to talk about and being able to share and be vulnerable with you has helped me to be able to recognize I need to do these boundaries, right? Has taught me a lot. I started sitting in the hall to get away, tired of being a mom. Can't be everybody mama all the time. Oh no, the best part of this table was actually your niece. Sorry. Oh yeah, right. That must be Crystal. That must be Crystal coming to the table. I can't see who you are because for whatever reason, my comments aren't coming through with the from the page. I can't see who is that talking about. They the best part of my table. Whatever. I want to remind you as I get ready to go, as we sign off, because I need to get back to work. Y'all took that dog to the dog park this morning. I know this is a big squirrel. I took that dog for a walk this morning. He ended up so filthy. I was like, oh, hell no, you're not coming in. I knew that was Crystal. Oh, hell no, you're not coming in my house nasty like that. We had to go give him a bath. You made a beautiful girl. I didn't know she was so beautiful. Girl, that's my Chelsea. Well, see, Chelsea is fire. Woo! Yeah, of course I knew who it was. My ride or die, Crystal. So anyway, guys, I want to say two things. I still have the post up about what you do for your business. Only a couple of people have added to the Google Doc with their business information so that we can go to our own directory when we're looking for gifts, when we're shopping for gifts over Christmas, holidays, birthdays, anniversaries, whatever. Let's just keep this going. We have to have our own directory up, so make sure that you add to that directory. And again, it does not necessarily have to only be you that has the business. It can be a small people of color owned business that you would like to support it during this pandemic. Put their information on there. Because we'll support them as well. We, of course, want to go to our table first when we're looking for things, but that doesn't mean that we're always only going to be able to stay at our table. We go everywhere. We also have the Christmas gift exchange. I've only got a couple of people who say they want to participate, and that's great, but I'm about to shut the list down and get everybody's name passed out so we can do our gift exchange before Christmas. So, and we're going to do $20 limit. So $10 to $20 on your gift. And then you'll send it to whoever's name you're assigned. So make sure if you want to participate in the Christmas gift exchange that you comment on that post in the group, and make sure that if you have a business or you have a business of your own, or you have a product, or you have another small business that is owned by a person of color, that you want to just kind of rally around and get them support through this pandemic, then give us that information on the pages, on that directory as well. So you guys, thank you so much for being here on this Think About It Thursday. Think about what you're thinking about, and then think about it some more. That's what today is for. Think about what you're thinking about, okay? You guys have a wonderful day. Mind your COVID manners. Keep doing you. Keep doing you. Keep doing you. Shine, 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 shine. Shine while you mind your COVID manners. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Keep your distance. And drink your water. Oh, yeah, right. You got to pack us up what you can. You can't go nowhere. Not without us. Anyway, you guys have a great day. I will see you here tomorrow.